Hi, Karina here, your Lucid Living Coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive, transformational life coach and astrologist, and I'm here to give you the lunar update. What's going on? Welcome. It's Leo season. First of all, if you can do me a big favor, hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel and you're interested in astrology and esoteric stuff, go ahead and subscribe, and the bell notification will give you all my updated videos so you don't miss out on all the awesome information. So, what is going on? Well, the sun just entered into Leo and Venus just entered into Virgo. So we're definitely kind of in the midsummer energy, but it's that exciting Leo energy that actually gets the party started with Leo, the party person. Like, we just left Cancer. Cancer's a water sign. We're more probably in emotional turmoil than anything, and now it's time to hang out with our friends and connect with our family and friends and have a good time, maybe even go on a vacation. So what do we have? We have a full moon in Aquarius that's happening tomorrow, July 23rd at 7:36 p.m. Yes, I know I'm very late at putting this out, but I was on a week vacation in Maui and it was much needed to take a break from everything. But each zodiac, okay, usually has one full moon and one new moon per year. There are exceptions to this rule. And this year, the exception is Aquarius. This will be the first of two full moon in Aquarius that we're having in 2021. The first full moon will be at 1 degrees, and the second full moon, which is happening August 22nd, will be at 29 degrees. So this is two polar opposites of the zodiac. So it depends on what your rising is. It might be, if you're a rising Leo, it might be in your 6th house, your 7th house, or your 8th house. And it really depends on the degree. So you might want to look that up to see where this completion or this highlight, this energy is highlighting in your chart. So first decan, which is happening tomorrow, is ruled by Uranus. So this full moon is definitely going to have more of a shocking, more intense feel because it's also opposing Pluto, which is the transformation. So there's a lot of transformation. There's a lot of highlights going on in the area where the moon is. So if it's in your 6th house, this could be a completion or highlighting something that had to do with your health. Okay, maybe you're rising Leo and this full moon's happening in your 6th house and you completely decide to stop eating meat. Or maybe it was an end of a health issue that you might have had. Or maybe you find out of a health issue and you want to change now the way that you eat, or maybe juicing. Okay, this is focuses on the health. Now, if this full moon is happening in your 7th house, this could be highlighting partnerships, or maybe asking to go deeper in those partnerships. And if not, then it's time to move forward and move on. If this is happening in your 8th house, this could be highlighting some deep transformation that could happen. It could be also something that has to do with financial institutions. If you need to take out a loan, or maybe someone is needing your financial assistance at this time. The 8th house also rules inheritance. There could have been maybe a transformation, a death, and also in the 6th house, it also rules like small animals. So I just want to put that out there for all you Leos. It's not just your 7th house. It depends on your rising. Okay, so the next full moon that's happening in Aquarius on August 22nd will be at 29 degrees. which adds up to an 11, which is interesting because Aquarius is 11, and I'll get a little in the 11th house of the zodiac, and I'll get a little bit into the description a little bit later in this video. But the decan of this full moon, the second full moon in Aquarius, is Venus, which has a more softer feel. This is all things considered. But the sun has just entered Leo. So happy birthday to all my fellow Leos. This is more on our abundance. Okay, this could be our financial, where we are financially. Maybe we've been spending too much and we need to dial back our spendings. This also has to do with partnership and relationship or love, or the things that like Venusian type energy, that make things that make us feel comfortable and things that make us feel safe. And this could be luxury items. This could be, well, right now with Venus entering Virgo, this is about taking care of the small little things and tasks. Writing a to-do list, getting those done, whether that's cleaning, organizing, having a new health regimen, just like being more structurized, being more critical, and collecting receipts. For all those, Virgos are very detail oriented, so you can't really get anything past Virgo energy. So if you're not being completely honest, Virgo energy will ask for receipts, and if they don't, they will find them. So just a little note on that. Now, okay, so we're in Leo season now. Okay, the Leo is ruled by the sun, and it's happy being home. The sun has returned home in Leo. Leo is about expressing your true heart's desire, as well as expressing yourself through creativity, playfulness, and sharing who you are with others, not holding back, having the courage of a lion to express your heart and your heart's desires, and what we want for the future, because the moon is in Aquarius, which rules the future. So the collective will be more heartfelt and playful, which is really fun. If there is time to have fun and go to an event or a party or a vacation, now is the time. We are more apt to be more generous and giving, but we must be careful for not being too arrogant or melodramatic. Now, see, Leo is the performer and Aquarius is the audience. Aquarius like a good show. They like to be entertained, and Leos are the perfect ones to entertain them. Leo energy is the first ray in esoteric astrology, and it is the will to be your authentic self and the power to convey illumination. And it could also be to find yourself and ask the question, like, who am I? This is the evolution of self. Leo is the natural born leader and teacher, as well as Sagittarius. Now I want to read the inside degrees of this full moon, which is 1 degree of Aquarius, and it is the 2-headed calf. Taking a good look at things with an eager eye brings you right into the middle of the dilemma of polarities. As you stand there faced with the different sides, you are impartial. Neither side pulls you more sharply than the other. Immense opportunity, huge challenge. You have vital potential for brilliant synthesis, but a subtle temptation to think too long. A schooling in alchemy in every moment. Do you find what is ready to emerge, or do you think about it? Progressive evolution draws you through your mistakes into all that can be. So yeah, that's pretty profound. And Aquarius being the polarities of self and other, as well as above, so below. All right. So now that I read the inside degrees, the full moon in Aquarius is highlighting, it's highlighting Aquarius. Okay. So which is about changing the world through innovative ideas and inducing social change. So the Aquarius are the eccentric ones, and their quote would be, "I love humanity, but it's the people I hate." Aquariuses are about the group, the collective, and it much feels out of place or not within groups. Okay, it's super strange, just like its planet Uranus. But that quote is an oxymoron, if I've ever heard it. But they are a little off kilter. Okay, as a collective, we might be feeling a little more humanitarian and eccentric and progressive, and really envisioning our future in whatever we desire. If you look at your natal birth chart, you can tell which house it will be affecting when just look at Aquarius, okay, in your natal birth chart. And that'll give you a clue as to what we're trying to envision for our future. So it's in your sixth house, it's your health. If your seventh house, it's your partnership. And if it's in your eighth house, the deep transformation that you kind of already feel the intensity that's going to come ahead. Financially as well, like shared resources, other people's money and stuff like that. Just want to be careful for being a little too rebellious and chaotic or outlandish in your future visions. If you don't know your birth chart, you can go to astro.com to pull your free birth chart. And if you need help reading it, you could reach out to me for a reading. You could go to my website at LucidLivingMovement.com and set up a consultation. You could also learn how to read your own astrology birth chart by attending my workshop. And I'm hosting one on July 30th, Friday, in the Bay Area. So if you're local to the Bay Area, hit me up. And if you are not local and you would like the video link with the PowerPoint, I offer that as well. So you can email me at lucidlivingleoqueen@gmail.com. All right, so the tarot card associated with Aquarius is the Star card. The Star card is about hope and faith and purpose and renewal and spirituality. So the Star card shows like a naked woman kneeling at the edge of a small pool. And she holds two containers of water, one in her left hand and one in her right hand. So the left is the unconscious and the right is the conscious. And she pours the water out to nourish the earth. And she continues the cycle of fertility, represented by the lush greenery around her. The other container pours the water into a dry land in 5 areas representing the 5 senses. The woman has one foot on the ground because they're grounded, that would be the Saturn, representing her practical abilities and her good common sense. And the other foot is in water, representing her intuition and her inner resources and listening to her inner voice. Okay, that's Uranus, because Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, which is the messenger and your intuition, your higher self. Okay, she is naked, representing her vulnerability and purity under the vastness of the starry sky. Behind her shines one large star, representing her core essence, and the 7 smaller stars representing the chakras, or sisters, that ladies, maybe. You have endured many challenges and stripped yourself bare of any limiting beliefs and have previously held back. You are realizing your core essence, who you are beneath all those layers. Okay, because those layers are opposite of Leo, which is open and courageous and heartfelt and expresses one's love. No matter what life throws your way, you know that you are always connected to the divine and pure loving energy. You hold a sense of self, a new appreciation for the core of your being. We're all transforming and we're all growing at this time. This is a time of significant personal growth and development as you are now ready to receive the many blessings of the universe that is right around the corner. Amen. This Aquarius full moon is intellectual and it could be shocking. Unpredicted events, unpredictable things that we could see out on the internet or in our own personal lives. Aquarius is an air sign. A lot of people get this mixed up because she's the water bearer, but she's actually an air sign. It is the 11th sign of the zodiac. Here's where I get into the 11. Now, the 11 is the pillar of walking through to another dimension, as well as partnerships of two individual one. Okay, 1 and 1 is 11. Now, if you flip 11 on its side, you get equal sign, right? And the glyph for Aquarius is a squiggly equal sign, which represents as above, so below. And it's also about equality in relationships. And we wonder why Leos always want their best friend as their partner. And Aquarius does as well. They're looking for their equal and they're looking for an equal partnership. The Leo is the created fire. The Aquarius is the law of air. And in order to have a good fire, you need good air and oxygen, right? Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is the higher octave of Mercury, which is ruled by Virgo and Gemini. So these are the three signs that are very intellectual, and they're unique in their own ways. Virgo is one of the only signs that could put the Aquarian energy in check with its receipts and finding receipts of their own. The water bearer holds humanity, okay? So she's the water bearer, okay? Just like the bull for Taurus and the ram for Aries and the lion for Leo. Aquarius is the water bearer. And this really has to do with it about holding humanity. Humanity is our bodies, okay? Because we're composed of mostly water, and hold our relationships with society. That's the Aquarius. Also, it holds emotions to serve humanity as well and to serve others. Aquarius is the sign of humanity, brother and sisterhood, and sees scientifically how we are all connected and how we are all one, like Indra's web. This full moon in Aquarius, we will be celebrating each unique individual, and it welcomes diversity to create together as one and to rise together to make change in the world for our future generations as the age of Aquarius beckons the revolution that all parts of God are created equal. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a pretty life-changing summer, if you ask me. I have a feeling that we're going to get some things that we don't really want to happen, like another lockdown or shutdown or experience. And I think humanity is going to have to get through this together and rise against the oppression because The thing is when we have been shut down, our economy, after a year, we're no longer seeing more deaths in a disease than we're seeing in depression, homelessness, hungriness, suicide. There's a time when we have to draw the line, my friends. Where will you draw the line? And I hope your line will not be drawn between you and the people that are on your same level, called humanity. Okay? So if you're separating yourself from masked to unmasked, vaccinated to unvaccinated, blue or red, you, my friend, are the problem. Okay? Just wanted to put that out there because I am almost up to here with the BS that has been floating around me. It's really no one's business whether you got vaccinated or not. So if you're vaccinated, just know you put yourself at ease. But no, you can still get COVID. You can still be a carrier and pass it on. Just because you get the vaccine does not mean that you can be unmasked. They're doing that, which doesn't make sense to me, but they're doing that as a tactic to get everyone vaccinated at the expense of risking people's lives, which I don't understand and makes me not really trust the government and the news. Know that you can still get it and can still pass it. It's just science, my friends. And that's kind of a real thing. And know that this vaccine is not the real virus. It's actually a man-made blueprint of the spike protein. And it is not 100% that you are protected. Okay? So I don't want misinformation rolling around your heads because there's a lot of fake shit out there. Okay? It really surprises and shocks me on how many uneducated people there are out there. Right. Enough with my Aquarius humanitarian rant. But I wanted to really talk a little bit about Venus and Virgo. Okay? Maybe that was a little Venus and Virgo. Okay? Because Virgo is critical and they're judgmental and they are hyper observant and they are the organizers of the zodiac. Okay? They're the healers. They could see a lot of things that other people can't see. And these are the tiny little minute details. They like to do all the small tasks that no one likes to do, like cleaning and organizing and shopping and cooking and organizing little things because it gets them out of their over intellectual minds. Not because they like mindless work, but yeah, they do. They do kind of like mindless work because they overthink everything and they analyze everything, and it's the only thing to get them out of their fucking head into something else. All right? So that's that. And Mars is still in Leo until July 29th. Then Mars will be in Virgo. And my God, our nervous systems are going to be heightened for sure. Because Virgo naturally is a little nervous, just like Uranus. Uranus is the top of the food chain. Like, your nervous system is shot. Like any transit that has to do with Uranus, it's triggering the nervous system. So we can be a little more anxious. Like today was 0 degrees Virgo for Venus. You can have a little bit of anxiousness, a little overthinking everything. And really, you're just trying to get out of your head. Do something like exercise. Do something about like your health, eating healthy, preparing a healthy meal, and maybe getting your chores done around the house. This will help ease the anxiety. Also, Mercury enters Leo out of Cancer on July 27th. So our communication is going to be a little more on point because Mercury really doesn't like being in Cancer, the water sign. Jupiter retrograde. Okay, this is a good one. So if you've stuck around this long, you get this cryptocurrency advice. Okay, this is let's just say that this is not this is what I see in the astrology as far as like predictions and cryptocurrencies. So don't take my word for it. This is not legal advice or financial advice or whatever, disclaimer. Jupiter retrograding back into Aquarius, July 28th. So look to start making some money in cryptocurrency, people. The market will most likely drop right before that. It's going to scare everyone. Don't pull out if you feel like you are going to lose too much, right? Pull out, but definitely put back in before the 28th transit, okay? I'm just leaving mine in. Maybe I'll pull out a little bit of my profit so I don't lose it, but then I'm going to put it right back in. The thing is when it drops, it's a good time to buy, not pull out. So buy while it's low because it's going to shoot up after July with my prediction. Like I said, not financial or legal advice. Now, August is looking really good for Hex, Shibu, and Dogecoin. I predicted Hex spiking at the end of June, and it did while I was in Hawaii. And I was very, very happy. Doubled my money. So, yeah, I wrote a couple dates down for the cryptos. Crypto spike. Shibu might do really well on the 29th, but Shibu's birthday is coming up in August. So I would say Shibu's probably going to do well after the 29th, most likely like August 2nd through the 7th. And then Hex might have a spike on the 11th, 12th. And Dodge might have a spike around the 15th of August. Dogecoin could also spike around the 26th of August, and Hex could spike around the 27th. Those are just ones that I whizzed through, so don't take my word for it, but just know that the cryptocurrency is going to be on the rise for the rest of the year, pretty much until December. Okay. So I have a feeling that cryptocurrency is going to do really well in October as well. So August, September, October, we're good. I'm feeling it. We're good. And even, through, certain parts of December, okay? Dogecoin or Bitcoin. Bitcoin actually, I think, might do pretty well. Maybe in December. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I think I'm going to pull some cards. I think that's how I will close. So if you liked this video and you want me to keep doing videos very similar, please subscribe, like, and share my videos. All right, so I'm going to first shuffle out of this life. Full moon in Aquarius, one more shuffle, and then we'll pick the top. Inspired action. Get into alignment and your action will be enlightened and inspired. Different vibrations will inspire different actions. If you're feeling tired, your inspired action will be to rest or sleep. If you're feeling love, you will be inspired to loving actions, inward and outward. So you will think loving thoughts and do things that will emanate love in your day. Difficulties arise when we demand ourselves things that don't match our current vibration. Everything happens energetically before it occurs physically. If you try to do it the other way around, you will feel frustrated, sad, and defeated. Get into the feeling you think you will feel when you have the things that you desire, and your inspiration to create more of the same will come to you. Next, I'm going to pick out of the Circus Oracle because this is Leo season and it's all about entertainment. And so I thought this would be okay. Silver Siren, number 37 is Silver Siren. Number 37. When is an enchantment not enchanting? When it is a spell that you allow to consume your free will, even as it promises so much and yet delivers so little. The Silver Siren sings her song, a pretty poison to the soul. Her false allure tempts the mind, even whilst the heart feels that something is not quite right. Your power will come from discerning the truth and allowing her false promises to place in your heart. The modern world, perhaps especially in the spiritual field, is laden with false light. This is the light that blinds and obscures rather than clarifies and reveals. False light is that which might seem dazzling on the surface, but underneath is nothing but hot air at best. The destructive energy that will rot your soul at worst. False light is an opportunity so intoxicating that even selling your soul to have it seems rational, or the person so alluring that you are willing to deny your basic need for respect and acknowledgement in order to spend even just one moment by their side. The false light is a seduction, a siren song, a promise of whatever it is that you are feeling cannot have unless you compromise your integrity to get it. This is just one lesson to be learned through the siren song, and the same lesson always, no matter what the circumstances might be. If you compromise your integrity you will find that what you have obtained was not worth the price you paid for it. No matter how much you believe it would be otherwise, it simply will not be worthwhile. The silver siren comes to you when you are one of the souls with enough discernment, strength, and integrity to be able to say no to the enchantment that will not enhance your life but slowly and surely destroy it. The small compromise of your self-esteem would seem obnoxious enough at first, but with cajoling and manipulating would continue and eventually erode at your soul until you no longer believed yourself capable of living your best life, of receiving genuine love and affection, of having anything of value to share with the world. To disempower the false light, you must stay true to what your heart says. No matter how much you may fear you'll regret it later on, simply say no to that which is unworthy, to that which does not hold the truth of love within. Even if, by all appearances, a person declares they are utterly enlightened and only interested in your highest good, even if the opportunity at hand is too good to miss, making your mind needy and confused when what you feel in your heart is that you really should give it a miss. Simply say no. When Silver Siren sings her song to you, know that you are being given an opportunity for empowerment. This is an opportunity to trust yourself and stand firm in your truths and to experience the priceless sense of love, safety, security, peace, self possession that this brings. With this, your soul can sing its own song, a song that shares true light and lightness of a heart that lives in peace, truth with the world. So the healing trick for this card is saying 3 times aloud, shiny through you appear to be, I do not wish you near to me, go away without delay, never to return. I embrace the real light of love, all else I choose to spurn. Oh, there it is. I recognize the truth behind the light. My heart instinctively recognizes what is right. So, very intense card, but obviously necessary. All right, we're going to pick an animal spirit for this full moon in Aquarius. Ooh, it's a rattlesnake. The experiences that are that you're presently going through are an intuition into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Rattlesnake. The foundation of compassion is an awareness that suffering is a natural part of life, whether through the empathetic appreciation of another being's pain or the experience of having suffered oneself. And which beings haven't at times felt the pain or sorrow that is an aspect of living on this planet? The deeper that you go into the soul of another, the more you can feel what they feel, yet paradoxically maintain a certain distance or objectivity. A true healer must heal from the heart no matter what technological, logistical, physical, or shamanic tool they use. The experiences that you're going through now or have just completed are all a preparation for you to open your heart to the suffering around you and do your part in alleviating it. You'll find that you're increasingly being asked to offer your time and energy to help heal others, including not only people, but also animals, plant beings, tree people, and ultimately our Earth Mother. Some of this healing power will also go to mend the rifts that exist between races, ethnicities, and other species. You'll notice more and more how often your hands will spontaneously feel energized, experiencing it as heat or tingling sensation. This is the power of spirit working through you. Allow it to guide you in whatever in focus of your healing and focus of your healing is, whether simply placing your hand on the shoulder of a friend or more intensively and directly involving yourself in other beings' health. Wow. So I could totally see the Virgo shining through. So I'm going to pick one more oracle from the Gaia Oracle. Whoa, that one really wanted to come out. It's called Achievement. Keep focused on your dream. 17. You will soon achieve a goal that you have set out for yourself. Your hard work and persistence is about to pay off. Know that you deserve all the success that is coming your way. Quietly acknowledge this to yourself as you celebrate your achievements. Thank the earth and universe for the blessings and the knowledge that all you do is a co-creation with the higher powers that be. Then refocus your attention back to the task at hand. Do not lose sight of your original purpose and intention. This is only the beginning. Much more can be accomplished provided you keep focused on your dream. Remember, this is truly important to you. It may be helpful to set a new goal. This could be bigger and more fulfilling than you ever imagined. So the affirmation for this card is, I give thanks for all the success coming my way. All I do is a co-creation with my higher self and the universal light of love. I keep focused on my dream. What I imagine, I create. I am grateful for what I have achieved. I'm going to roll the dice. Message. Sun in the 8th house. Sun in the 8th house. Taurus. Ooh. Okay, so those rising Libras. Rising Libras. Sun in Taurus, 8th house. Well, it's about sharing your abundance. So if you are blessed with a lot of money, it's about sharing your abundance. It's about understanding that money is water and it's fluid and it's currency. And currency is water, and water needs to flow. If you hold on to it so like a long time, like water gets bad. Like if you hold it for a long time, it can become a swamp and grows, and then it doesn't have any life or energy. And so money acts the same way. And so the 8th house is about sharing your resources. It's about joint resources. And let's see what card pops out. Whoa, 3 of Swords. That's not good. Oh, it says meditate. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and that was the channel message. Let's go ahead and pick a tarot for this full moon in Aquarius. Oh. The Emperor. Aries. Weird. Channel message for a rising Libra of the Emperor. Let's see if I can get the same. Oh, the Fool card. We're embarking on a brand new adventure of being the king of the castle. Okay, the Emperor is the leader. So the Emperor is about authority, establishment, structure, and it's kind of the father figure. Okay, so reverse would be domination, excessive control, lack of discipline, and inflexibility. So because the sun is in Leo, the moon is in Aquarius, and Pluto is opposing this full moon. Or Pluto, no, Pluto is on the same side of the moon. So it's not quite conjunct, but it's in the same area, and it's opposing the sun. So this could be wanting domination and control. Okay, so this could just be saying, hey, lighten up. Be the structure and the authoritarian in your own life. You don't need to try to dominate other people's lives. Take control of your life, take control of your finances, and take control of opportunity. So when you see an opportunity, embark on it, bounce on it, okay? And don't be scared. Sometimes we need to be foolish to even try something new, because the fool will jump in 2 feet on an adventure without thinking things through. Sometimes we could Virgo the shit out of an idea. Okay, we could overthink it and think about everything, past, future, things that could happen, what should happen, and really we have no clue. We're just protecting ourselves from our ego. Our ego gets in our way, right? Our ego wants to protect us from failure. It wants to protect us from hurt. It wants to protect us from abandonment and rejection. And so this Leo season is just asking you to just, if you're feeling it, just jump right in and take control of your life. And yeah, that's what I have for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please click like, subscribe, share, and I will see you on the next video, which will be what's new. The new moon in Leo happening on August 8th. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon. Your Lucid Living Coach. Remember, if you would like a reading, you can contact me through my website, also Instagram, Messenger, and the workshop is July 30th if you'd like to learn how to read your own birth chart. So peace out, guys. Your Lucid Living Coach. Thanks for sticking in till the end.